Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. This is BeekTalk episode number 9. Today, our topic is kid-friendly beekeeping activities. I want to thank you for tuning into BeekTalk, the weekly live stream show that discusses the methods and approaches one might take when keeping bees. I'm the host of the show, Eric. I want today's show, it's going to be a little bit different than our usual format. I want today's show to be open and friendly for discussion. So please ask me questions, tell us stories. I want this episode to be really fun. So please participate in the comments. Today, I also have a special guest who has some experience with today's topic. And here he is on a very special day. Please help me welcome my nephew, Ben. Woo! All right. Come get yourself comfortable. The studio is small, but we will make room. So, Ben, now I got to wait for you to finish chewing.
No, you can say it.
All right.
I'm good.
Why is today special, Ben?
Because it's my birthday.
And how old are you today?
10.
10. The big 10. Oh, double digits. I remember when I turned 10. Everybody.
13 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. So, everybody, please make a comment and wish Ben a happy birthday. We have Sam, who is one of our friends, who says, "Happy birthday, Ben."
Hi, Sam.
Love, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Woo! We are getting some friends on here. Maybe I should share the thing on my Facebook so we can get some family and friends to join my beekeeper friends. Oh, we have Jen, Aunt Jenny.
Hi, Aunt Jenny.
Woohoo! Yes. Oh, here I am. I'm going to share this so I can get some more.
All right. Hi, Ryan. I don't know who you are, but hi.
Ryan? Howdy. Ryan Bentley. We got Brian. Oh, I love
Ryan.
it. Shared it. Perfect. Yeah, we have, I think we have a fun episode for today. Ben is going to be our guest star. Oh, let me get rid of this comment really quick.
Thank you, everyone, for saying happy birthday. And it's going to be a fun birthday. I can already tell because I'm being with this guy.
Aw. And we got matching shirts.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, I want this to be a really high interaction show, and it looks like it is going to be so
Hi, Grandma.
far. We got Grandma saying hello. Oh, perfect. So, yeah, drop us some questions. If you started beekeeping when you were younger and have a story to tell, I want to hear your stories, how you got stung that one time or you know, you had to run away and jumped into a pool. Those kinds of things are fun to hear for today's show. So please comment, please interact. I always do a giveaway on this show where my favorite commenter gets a prize. Ben, you want to tell them what the favorite commenter wins?
Today, the favorite comment that me and my uncle like gets a BeekTalk sticker.
There we go. There they go. So you get a chance to win. If you participate in today's show, you get a chance to win a cool sticker.
And you can purchase a shirt like me and my uncle are wearing or any of these stickers. All of these stickers at mightfight.buzz.
Ooh, you got it right. Someone read the script. Oh, we're going to do, before I move along into some more meat of the show, I want to catch up on how we're doing. We have some folks. Happy birthday, Ben. Cutest little beekeeper in town. That's right. And we have Racinda saying happy birthday, Ben. Oh,
hi,
wonderful.
Racinda.
Cool. I already love and appreciate the feedback. Samantha saying, "Hey, he's so professional." You are. You're doing
I'm
great.
not really much professional, Sam, so don't think I am.
We're working on it. You're only 10. You got some time. So I started beekeeping when I was 9. I have a picture, an old-fashioned printed picture of me and my parents when we got our first packages. My uncle helped us install them, and that was 14, 15 years ago.
14 years if you do the math.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think this is the 15th season.
Because you're 23, so 14 years if you do the math.
That's better math, man. I've been out of school a little while.
Well, right now he's 23, right? So yeah, 14 years.
Nice. So last year, Ben started showing some interest in keeping bees. Yeah, you want to stop eating?
Sure.
He started showing some interest in the bees, so I brought him along, and that's how it all stared. So Ben, what is one of your favorite experiences from going with the bees last year?
My favorite is spraying the bee tea, which is just bacteria water, on
the combs,
the frame, and the combs, so the wax moths don't eat it.
Perfect.
Because they're just ruining the entire thing the bees work for.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun doing that. We'll talk more about BT in a few more minutes, but yeah. Do you remember what today's topic is?
Kid-friendly beekeeping topics.
All right.
Or tasks.
Perfect.
Whatever he said.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And that's why we got you here, because we want to show how easy it is and fun it is for everyone.
Very fun. I can just tell you that right now.
If you're a beekeeper who keeps bees with a young family member or a neighbor or something like that, please drop us a comment with some of your experiences. And also, please wish Ben a happy 10th birthday. And I think we can move into today's topic.
Tim wrote, shout out to the bees.
Yeah, Tim, shout out. Woo-woo.
Thank you.
Ben, what is your favorite thing about beekeeping?
Probably just looking how the bee acts and just seeing how they really are in general.
Yeah, bees are really fascinating.
Especially that coat and that stinger.
Exactly. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the fun tasks that are cool to do with kids, and then we will take some more of your questions and some more of your responses. But we're doing well so far, Ben.
Yeah.
So one thing that's good to do with kids is painting supers and equipment. These are things that it's always a perpetual task to have to paint your equipment as a beekeeper. We like things to be nice and shiny, so that means every 5-10 years we have to repaint our equipment. That way it'll last longer. And I think that's a fun task to do with the kids. It gives them an opportunity to put on some painting clothes and learn how to use a paintbrush and a roller on things that are not as high stakes as painting on the inside of a house where looks matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But painting the hive, you can do whatever colors you can do.
Yeah.
Kind of. If you have any colors that you specifically think you can use, Uncle Eric, tell them. But I probably think that you can use any color you want.
Yeah.
You can use any roller, any size.
Yeah. So you can pretty much use any colors you want. I would I would recommend to stay away from darker colors like dark browns or black or dark grays, because that might, I know we'll get to him in a minute, that might overheat the colony in the summertime. Dark colors attract heat, and
that's why you want light colors, and then that's why you want white, yellow, stuff like that.
Yeah, white, yellow, green.
In the summer, because that reflects it.
Perfect.
But in the winter, you want the black hives and the dark colors.
Yeah. Well, luckily
that attracts the sun.
Yeah. Well, luckily the bees make their own heat really well.
I do know
so
that.
All we got to do is just make sure they're not overheated in the summertime, because usually they live in trees where it's actually kind of cool. But once your equipment is weather protected, like your base coat of paint, you can go in and paint designs or stencil, graphics, and use vinyl or stickers to put on the hive to prevent drifting. Yeah, we got some stickers like here. Ben, do you remember what drifting is?
Drifting is a bee going to its home, mainly its main hive, and then going accidentally into a different hive.
Exactly. So if all the colonies are painted the same color and they're facing the same way and they're about the same size and shape, which they usually are, the bees can leave one house and then come back to the wrong one. And that can cause some issues in the summertime when there's a lot of bees and there's a lot of traffic going around.
And yes, Tim, I do like the paint, and good for you, Ryan.
Yeah. So we'll get to a few of these.
If you two
after.
are still watching,
yes,
Ryan,
my 17-year-old daughter is working on a yellow submarine hive for me. Perfect. Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, that's a submarine. I thought it said sunshine. Submarines are really cool. So if you are like an ocean,
We all live.
we all live in a submarine, yellow submarine.
I think that's
Yellow
all we get the
submarine.
copyrights for. I don't want them. I don't want them to be coming after me and muting my my live stream. Thanks for participating, Ryan.
And Tim.
And Tim. Tim's always around. All right. So that's why we paint our boxes to keep them protected and to prevent drifting.
And also to prevent a lot of heat.
Exactly. That's why we choose lighter colors. Another task that's really good is cleaning frames. It's always something that we have to do in the off season. So late fall or in the winter or even early spring before we need our equipment back in the apiary, we have to scrape propolis off the frames and make sure everything's up to speed, fix things that are broken, like I said, painting things. But this is a great opportunity for the kids to look at the combs, see what the hive structures look like, without having the fear of real life bees crawling around and without the intimidating factor of wearing the bee suit. Some kids love putting on the suit and they feel protected.
Like me.
Yeah. And then I could even put this up right now. Last year, you were comfortable putting on the suit, but
more than comfortable than ever.
Yeah.
That's because I knew that's Elizabeth.
But here is Elizabeth, your sister, my niece. She was comfortable putting on a suit for the first time last year. So that's her very small in the corner. But that gives you a little understanding that, that day we were putting some sugar in feeders, which is a really easy task to do. It doesn't involve a lot with the bees. So it gets them outside, gets them exploring, and gets them intrigued with the things that they can see.
Yellow submarine.
Yeah. Now, another thing that we can do, everyone has different methods for handling wax moths. In me personally, with my operation, yes, like this, I use BT, and Ben helped me spray the frames with BT. You want to tell them what that is?
BT is a bacteria water that you spray on your honeycomb and your frames.
Yeah.
So the wax moths don't get in. And wax moth is a small little moth that eats the wax and eats the honeycomb off the frame.
Yeah.
And that's not what you don't want your wax moth to eat that, because if you need those combs. You need those combs.
Yeah.
Because that's helping the bees.
Yeah, exactly. Honey. The honeycomb, we keep those from year to year and from hive to hive to make sure that everything, they have a place to lay eggs, they have a place to store food. So that's definitely the situation of why we need to spray frames with BT.
Exactly.
Now, Ben, do you want to tell them what we found when we were cleaning up our frames?
Yes, I would like to.
Yes.
So my Uncle Eric wanted me to see what would happen if.
Well, what did we find?
We found four small baby mice in the hive. Popped right up there. Right up there.
Yeah, just like that. We found this. We were cleaning out a swarm trap, which is kind of like just dormant equipment sitting out in case the bees need a place to live. And we found this baby mouse nest. And
they didn't develop their eyes yet, so.
No, they were very young. So I wound up taking them to the local wildlife rehabilitation center, which we're happy to have them. But it just explains how cool it is to find these things, and it's a really fun experience for the kids to do this and explore the world around them and learn about the environment and their place in it. So I think that covers cleaning frames.
All right, can I read one?
Well, we're going to talk about doing simple inspections, but I just want to wrap up. Ryan was happy to know about wax moths and combs.
Thank you.
I'm happy you're still around, Ryan. And then we have
Thank
Bill wishing you a happy birthday, Billy boy.
Thanks, Bill.
And then Bracinda is saying, great explanation of what wax moths are, Ben. I learned something from you. There you go.
Thank you.
That's the whole point of this show. We're here to share information and have a discussion. So if you have any questions about bees, Ben and I can try and help answer them. And if you have any experiences of you keeping bees with younger family members, or you being young and grandpa showing you a little bit about the bees, I want to hear your stories because this is all fun for us.
My grandpa didn't teach me anything. It was all you. Well, he just taught me how to get stung.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
it. He took
We'll
a
talk
bee and
about
grabbed
that.
it by its face and.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but he did teach me how to get stung, and I didn't want to learn that. I wanted to be surprised on what it felt. I knew what it felt. I just wanted to
Yeah. So what we're going to talk about now is simple inspections, and I say simple inspections because Ben and I learned the hard way. So one of the very first times that I took Ben into the apiary with me, I was making splits. It was about July, which is the dearth here in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. And we were making splits, and Ben was helping me cover a box that I was moving frames of bees into.
Yes.
And, the bees weren't too happy about that. You want to tell them what happened?
So, I got stung 5 freaking times.
5 times.
And I got stung one right in my forehead.
Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, you learn from that not to take your veil off, no matter the situation.
True.
I got stung about 20 to 30 times in that session. It was a bad situation. It was bad all around. We learned the hard way. I learned the hard way, I should say. Sorry, Ben. That if you want to have a good relationship with your family members or your friends with the bees, you want to bring them to the apiary when there's when it's a prime situation. You don't want to have them there in the dearth when the bees are mean and nasty. You don't want to be making splits because the bees don't appreciate that. You don't want to do it in a time of disease or stress or extreme heat or cold. You want to choose a day when there's a nice honey flow, when there's a lot of sunlight. It's not very cloudy or windy. That way the bees don't mind that they're being inspected. And, you want to sit back a little bit so you're in frame. Yeah. So you want to do easy inspections.
Okay.
You want to create a good situation for these people to get indoctrinated into beekeeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to answer Bill's question because I don't know about this one yet.
Is it true that if you use mud, it helps remove the stinger? Or is that an urban myth? What's your thinking?
I think that it's probably a myth.
It, just like everything, it is based in a seed of truth. There are some clays in general soil that are good for you cosmetically, some drying agents. If you look at cosmetics, sometimes they'll say, oh, there's bentonite clay, there's rose clay, there's this kind of different clays. And I'm sure some of those are good at removing the pain from the stinger. But in reality, honeybees, their stings don't hurt very much. The ones that hurt really bad are the wasps and the yellow jackets.
That's probably what I got stung by in the forehead when I went up there without my veil. Because, that was no ordinary weird bee.
Well, also, foreheads do sting because the stings hurt the most when they're in an area that doesn't have the opportunity to swell. So if you get stung on, your flabby bits like your arms and legs,
Yeah,
they can swell up.
I got stung right here. The first time I got stung when I was 3.
Yeah. So no, I thought you got stung on the neck somewhere.
I got stung on the neck somewhere, probably right here. I remember.
That might have been, that might have been. So
I knew it was you.
After Ben got stung this one time, someone was out hiding Easter eggs with the Easter bunny and might have stuck a good egg right by the beehives just to see what would happen. And I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, what the heck?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So
that's how I got stung in the neck. Because of the Easter bunny. Thank you, Easter bunny. I mean, thank you, Aaron.
Nevertheless, Ben, having already been stung, was not interested in going near the hives to get that egg. Elizabeth, your sister, my niece, was fearless and went up there and grabbed the egg and just went like this. And we were like, oh, she's a kid. She got stung on the neck. It was her, not you. Yeah, so maybe scratch that bit where I just said, hey, you want to create a fun environment for your family and friends to join the bees.
Oh, let me tell you, she didn't even care. She went
she did not mind. She'll be a good beekeeper one of these days.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I got stung in the cheek. She's the one that got stung in the neck.
Yeah.
Not me.
I remember that now.
Why would you have to hide that, though? Like that?
Yeah, so we are going to do light, easy inspections that are fun. You give people the opportunity to ask questions about the bees and get used to it. We'll address these questions in a minute.
All right.
Here is a video of us from that day, or it wasn't that exact day.
Yeah, it wasn't that exact day that I got stung, but this is when I was spraying these stuff.
Oh, this is not the one that I want. Hold on. Am I having some technical difficulties right now?
Yeah, the same thing happened for my teacher today, so.
Oh, this one.
That one?
This is not the one that I'm looking for.
That is the picture right up there.
Yeah, I just have to find this one.
That one.
Here we go.
Here's a video.
You got it.
It feels like I'm a real beekeeper.
This is from July of last year, I think. So this is during the dearth, but we are checking we're checking a...
I thought I just got stung for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, this is a nucleus colony, a very small hive that's actually experiencing some queen issues right now. So they're very docile, very quiet, not very much to worry about. And so Ben's learning and seeing some queen cells and being able to identify some structures in the hive and some individuals in the hive.
And this is where you transport the bees. The queen.
Yeah, you want to talk about what a queen catcher is?
A queen catcher is a thing if you're like him and you what is it, age your bees? So you not age, but you have them in produce them in like a humidifier or something to make them open or something.
Oh, not that. This is what we do.
This is what you do when you trying to catch a queen bee. So you can move it to a different hive.
Exactly.
Now, these holes you can probably not see.
Up here, yeah.
You can see them right there. Those holes are meant for the queen to get air. If they weren't there, she could probably get very little air from that. Mm-hmm. And this is all. Now, a honeybee, a honeybee can get through these. A worker bee can get through those no problem.
Yeah.
The queen, since she's bigger, she can't get out. Now, you can just tell by this she can't get out.
Yeah.
She can sting you, though, right there.
Yeah, well,
she has her stinger out.
The queens don't really like to sting, but what's cool about this invention is it allows us to scoop bees off the frame like that. You're a queen, and now you're inside the catcher. Oh, I green screen. Here we go. These spaces in between here allow worker bees to come in and out of the cage, but they're so narrow that the queen cannot. No, don't do that. The queen, we're playing with the green screen. The queen is able to stay inside. She can't get out. So this allows us to move the queen from hive to hive and not squish her. Otherwise, you got to pick up the queen with your fingies.
And not good.
Yeah. All right.
Screen steam playing time.
All right. So some other fun things that would be good to do with kids is if you are taking a beekeeping class that is not an advanced or intermediate class, if you're taking a basic class or going to a local bee club or event, bring the kids along. Chances are they can get in for free, and it's a great opportunity for them to learn. We'll read these questions in a minute, Ben.
Yeah, I want to read what.
Yeah, we'll do it in a minute.
Ryan.
It's always a good idea. Just bring the kids along. If they're able to sit and, not be too antsy, everyone knows
like if
their family better.
If your kids can be calm
and sit,
and sit and listen and not go mad once a bee is on their head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. I did that once, and that was the first time I was up there.
Yeah.
That was in March, too.
But bee clubs are a great opportunity because usually presenters can tailor. I would cut that off. Okay. Presenters can tailor their presentation for kids, change their tone a little bit. So it might be a good opportunity for them to learn. And, I started learning when I was 9, and here's Ben doing the same thing. So, enough with those stickers. So that's another great place to take them. Of course, bee clubs aren't usually meeting right now. I know mine's not meeting right now because of COVID, but hopefully next year we can get that moving along. Let us take some of these questions. Ryan is asking us, this is a full one. I did a hive inspection on my 2 hives. One had cap brood and larva and super full of honey. The other had no cap brood, no larva, and had some honey stores and pollen in it. Had a bunch of bees. I gave them a pollen patty and some syrup. 1 queen cell. I've read queen stopped laying in the winter. I hope the queen is still alive. Yeah, so I see that you're in Savannah, Georgia, which is quite a bit lower than us. It's a bit warmer over there than we are here. We're in the heart of the winter now. Luckily, we don't have any snow.
We do actually. It's not snowing.
It snowed in some higher elevations.
Yeah, I thought this was Savannah, or something like that.
No, Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I didn't know what GA meant. Savannah, I know it said Savannah.
Yeah, so to answer your question, the first thing that we have to say is that if it's below 50 degrees, don't do inspections. So I'm not sure what the current temperature is like in Savannah, but if your bees are flying in and out and you notice one hive does not have any larvae, I would pick a warm day and transfer a healthy frame of larva and brood from the healthy hive and move it to the queenless hive. Okay, and if you can shake off all the bees from into the original hive, and then just move that loose frame over. That will give them the opportunity to make a queen cell if they really need it. I know that you said there's a queen cell. I would check to make sure that there's actually a developing queen in it. The bees just make these cups, and they leave them around.
As a prank, kind of.
Yeah, just to have them in case, They don't find the need to dissolve them, so they keep extra queen cells around. So next time you do an inspection, see if that queen cell is developing. If it is, I would wait it out and see what they do. If not, transfer a frame of brood and eggs from the healthy hive to the weak hive. You can leave the bees in the original hive and just wait it out. It'll take a month, see what happens. It's probably warm enough there where you're expecting a honey flow soon. Us, it takes till about early April to get a honey flow here in northeastern Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what the situation is with you in Georgia, but thank you for asking. We also have Jen Maddie, who is saying happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. You get a lot of birthday wishes. And Elizabeth is on Grandma's account. I love you so much. Shout out to Might Fight. Yep.
Thank
shirt.
you, Elizabeth.
Woo-hoo!
And that's the one that we just showed, that small and
Yeah, she was
corner.
helping feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Ryan is following up saying it's
60.
60. Yeah, 60 degrees is warm enough to do an inspection. I would choose a sunny day and go in there. It's always best to find local beekeepers to where you are. So if you have type in Savannah, Georgia Beekeeping Club or Beekeeping Association, and I'm sure that there is a group of people who have more local, regionalized experience and might be able to offer you a bit more direct feedback. We also have Miss Wendy, saying, happy birthday, Ben. Hi, Eric. Enjoying the show. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I want to just skim through. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see if I have any comments that I left behind.
Yeah, you did with
the yellow submarine.
No, go down. I remember one that you missed.
Yeah.
Tim, are you still with us, bud?
Tim might have left by now, but he always watches the show. Yeah, you got a lot of birthday wishes today, my dude.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
That's the one I saw that you missed.
All right. Is there any other things you want to talk about for today?
No, I don't really have anything on the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, the last 8 episodes that I've done of this show, it has been me mostly professing about the bees. Today is our first show that I have a guest. And I'd like to, as the show moves forward, I like to have guests. Next week, I have a really cool guest. I'm continuing the Almonds Are Making Bees Nuts show from earlier this month. And I have a special guest who is she is an agricultural economist who focuses on the almond pollination and the economic impact of the almonds. So please drop us some questions if you would like to ask our next week guests some questions. You can also ask us questions even though we're not going to be live anymore. I will share the messages with Ben, and I will answer any beekeeping questions in the comments. Anything else? Anything else you got on your mind?
No.
Maybe that's not the best question to ask.
Except the best. Remember, the best comment gets this BeekTalk sticker.
Yeah, and we'll pick
They're very
that.
expensive, so put it somewhere.
Like on your mug or your cup or the back of your car or the back of your laptop. And we're also accepting pre-orders for the Might Fight shirts. If you want to show your support for the bees, definitely check out mightfight.buzz. Give the show a like and a share. Like our page, either if you're watching on Blossom and Buzz Beekeeping or on Might Fight on Facebook or Might Fight on YouTube. I put the show in a lot of places, so hopefully people can find it. Let's clean up the last comments before we get off air.
All right. Great video, Eric and Ben. Thank you.
Then we got
happy birthday, Ben.
Mrs. Matuick. Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you.
And then we also got Ryan.
Definitely tuning in. This is great.
Thanks
Ryan.
Well, I think that's a good place to turn off the show for now. Thank you for tuning in. I am the host of the show, Eric. This is my nephew, Ben.
I'll be back one day.
Woo! All right. Thanks, folks. We're going to end.